Fellow Inuit and members of Nunatukovut, today I'm speaking to you from my home. This is where I need to be, and home is where our public health officials have advised and directed us to stay, if at all possible, in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. I implore you to follow the public health directives coming from the Chief Medical Officer of Health for our province. Follow the medical advice coming from our credible health professionals, like practicing physical or social distancing. This includes time you spend on the land, at your cabin, whether you're ice fishing, at a boil-up, or participating in some such activity. This is imperative. This is a must. We have also been directed to only visit public places like stores for essential items, and to do so only once a week. And of course, the basic things like frequently washing your hands and staying home if you are sick. This just makes sense. And all this is very necessary in helping stop the spread of COVID-19. I encourage you to continue looking out for those who will need help, the most vulnerable, and to do so following all of the health and safety protocols that are in place. Some of this, of course, is already happening in our communities. It is our way. It is heartwarming to hear the stories about how our seniors and elders are being cared for, and I thank those who are helping. Nakamik. In the past couple of weeks, we have connected with many of you, many of our people. These are extremely stressful times, and it is causing fear, unease, and anxiety. It is completely normal to feel this way. We are facing challenges. We are facing challenges together like we have never faced before. My heart especially goes out to people and families who cannot physically be together during this very significant time in their lives, particularly those who have lost loved ones while in the midst of this pandemic. It is incredibly difficult not to be able to comfort those who are grieving in the way we know best. My sincerest and deepest sympathies to you and your families. But I take strength as well in the generations of Inuit who came before us with an unwavering spirit and a resiliency that has carried us through both the dark and good times. That same spirit, I can assure you, is alive in us today. And I want you to know that you are not alone in this. There is support and help if you need it. If you are finding it difficult to cope or feel anxious, Bridge the Gap offers many services to support you and your well-being. If you are feeling isolated and alone during COVID-19, call the Provincial Channel Warm Line. And if you are experiencing a mental health crisis, please reach out and call the Mental Health Crisis Line. Again, I remind you that credible and emerging information is available online at www.gov.nl.ca/COVID-19. The Nunatuvet Community Council continues to work hard to help you, our people and communities. NCC has an internal community response team, which is extremely busy monitoring developments related to COVID-19 and assessing urgent needs. NCC is helping to bring resources to one of our most vulnerable and isolated communities, Black Tickle. Over the past few days, we have worked closely with the local service district and local businesses to arrange for charters to go into the community with food and water. We are also hiring workers to help the community and NCC with efforts on the ground, and have made arrangements to bring gas and fuel into the community before the spring breakup. There is so much more that we have to do. And we continue to do it. We continue to reach out to communities to assess the evolving impacts of COVID-19, and in this regard, we have completed a scan of our urgent resourcing needs. Our next step will be the development and implementation of urgently needed programs and services to help the most vulnerable in our communities, like our elders and those with mobility issues. We have a proposal into the federal government and are awaiting a response for the resources necessary to carry out this important work. NCC also continues to engage with various levels of government, the public health agencies, and service providers. We have been assured by our medical health authority that communities are prepared with the basic health, safety, and necessary supplies and resources to prevent the spread of illness and the ability to respond to widespread impacts. I thank those essential workers, particularly the frontline health workers in our communities, our province, and our countries. Those who go to work each day, whether it's in our hospitals, clinics, stores, or mailrooms. And I thank the NCC staff who continue to work hard every day from their homes on your behalf. In closing, I want to reiterate that the Nunatukavut Community Council is committed to your health and well-being. Please do not hesitate to reach out to myself, other members of our Governing Council, or our staff with any questions or concerns you may have. We can help you navigate the new measures that are being announced daily. Our head office telephone line, 709-896-0592, is monitored during regular work hours. You can also contact staff by email. A full contact list can be found on our website at www.nunatukavut.ca. Take care and stay safe. Nakamik.